We just went to IKEA.
Yes, we did.
What did we get?
You got a shelf. I got a TBR cart that I'm gonna make you make.
Yay.
I got some pots for some plants.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
We're going now.
We're going to the bookstore.
The bookstore.
Guys, this is super exciting. I have a TBR cart. I'm so pumped. So the way I've set this thing up right now is I've got most anticipated sequels up on this top shelf. I put my little plant here from my bookcase because I thought it was cute, but I'm going to get another plant to go there just to bring it, like, some color onto it. But these are some of my most anticipated sequels along the top. I'm going to keep those there because they're my priority. And then down here, I've got some different TBR things. I've got a few books that I just don't have on the shelf right now because I was just filming with them. But anyway, over here, these 4 books right here are my TBR for the Femme Fantail Readathon. Actually, Priory needs to be over there as well, so let me fix this a little bit. There we go. And then some other fantasy, just highly anticipated books right there. I've got a couple more that I need to put back on. And then this bottom shelf I'm saving for like graphic novels and like other books that like I'm excited to read, but they aren't like a crazy high priority. I've got the 2 comics that I just picked up over the weekend that I'll show you about. I'll give you like a better overview in a minute when I'm done filming this, but yeah, how cute is that? I really like it. I'm late to the trend, but how pretty. So I just wanted to come on here and end the vlog from this weekend. I know it was kind of chill and relaxed, and I didn't do a whole lot of reading, but I did go to the bookstore and I got you guys some footage of that. And I did buy myself a TBR cart in which I showed you Tyler, my lovely boyfriend, building it for me. He bought something for himself that he was building, and so he decided to build mine as well for me, which was really sweet of him and really nice of him. So thank you, hon. I appreciate it. And I just showed you the finished thing over there right now. I love it so much. I need to keep fiddling with it, but I'm really happy with it. Happy I decided to take the plunge 3 months late to the trend, but I'm happy with it anyway. I never mentioned this what I was actually reading this weekend, but I was reading King of Fools. I have my copy downstairs, so this is just the dust jacket out here. I'm about 70 or 80 pages into it right now. This is the sequel to Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I like the new direction the story is taking, kind of getting more in depth with the city of New Rains and the political aspects of it. I'm really enjoying, and I'm enjoying seeing the fallout with the characters of the events of Ace of Shades. So far, so good. I actually also started another book last night. I always have a book on my phone for while I'm at work, just in case there's downtime or anything like that. I have something on my phone to read. And I decided, oh, I can't get at it. Okay, I'm gonna pick out this one. I decided to start rereading Throne of Glass because I had a version of it from my audiobook. And I've been wanting to reread it for so long. And I'm about 3 chapters in, so not very far in, but I'm loving it already, as you guys should probably guess. It's one of my favorite series, so I've officially started rereading Throne of Glass. How exciting. But yeah, that's what I was reading this weekend, and yeah, I also just want to show you some books that I've picked up over the last little while. 2 weekends ago, I think now, I went to the bookstore and I never showed you what I bought, so I'm going to show you that now, and then I'll show you what I picked up at the bookstore on the weekend. So a few weekends ago, I picked up 3 books from the bookstore. The first one was one that just caught my eye in the front table at my bookstore that I just wasn't expecting. I'd never heard of it, never seen it before, but it had a dragon on the cover, so I thought it looked good. This is The Rune of Kings by Lyons, and it is again, high fantasy, epic fantasy, where it's the main character is claimed as a missing son of a treasonous prince and gets pulled into the family's politics and everything like that, and learning that being a long lost prince isn't what he thought, and learning that his destiny isn't to save the kingdom but destroy it, which I thought was really cool. It sounded like such a cool idea and a cool twist on a typical epic fantasy, so I'm excited to read this. And then last weekend, or a couple weekends ago, I actually finished reading The Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which was a reread for me, and so I decided to actually pick up the 2 sequels. I picked up Days of Blood and Starlight and Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. These are the 2 sequels to Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I'm excited to get to them. I'm excited to see where this story goes. I definitely rekindled my fascination with the story by rereading the book, and I'm happy I did so because I haven't read it since I was 18, and I don't think I actually finished it, to be perfectly honest, so I'm excited to see where the rest of the story goes eventually. And then this trip to the bookstore, I actually got some books, and I also got some comics, actually, some graphic novels, which I'm really excited for. One of my favorite movies to come out in the last year or so was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters of all time, my favorite superhero, and I've always loved Spider-Man. And so my boyfriend Tyler went and picked out 2 comics that he thinks I'd really enjoy. The first one is The Amazing Spider-Man Edge of the Spider-Verse, and this is one of the Spider-Gwen stories, which I'm excited for. It apparently has Spider-Noir at the beginning and then Spider-Gwen at the end, and Tyler was just showing me the difference in the art style and stuff, and it looks really cool. So I'm excited to read this. And then I also picked up the Miles Morales Spider-Man comic book, so I'm excited to read this. I loved Into the Spider-Verse and the entire Miles Morales Spider-Man storyline, so I'm excited to read it. Next up, I picked up the novelization of Assassin's Creed Renaissance, which is the second Assassin's Creed game, I believe. It's the one with Ezio in Florence in Italy. So this is one that I haven't played in a long time. I played it briefly back in high school, but I've been wanting to replay it for a while, and I think the novelization will be pretty cool. Again, this was a recommendation from Tyler, so I'm excited to get into this. This is going to be great. And then, because I've been wanting to rewatch Doctor Who lately, I picked up one of the Doctor Who books. I picked up Doctor Who, The Wishing Well, which is a 10th Doctor and Martha story. I have the Stone Rose on my bookcase right now, and I adored it. I love these little mini novels of Doctor Who adventures, so I'm excited to read this one as well on a day where I'm feeling nostalgic. Next up, I picked up Romanov by Nadine Brandes. This is a fantasy novelization of the last Tsar of Russia and his daughter Anastasia, which is one of my favorite parts of history. I've been obsessed with the story of Anastasia since I was young, and I read the Anastasia Royal Diaries book. Shout out to anybody who knows what I'm talking about. I'll put a little picture of it up on the screen. Those things were my life. I loved like the Anastasia animated movie with Meg Ryan and John Cusack. That was one of my favorite movies when I was little. I've always been fascinated with this point of history, so I'm excited to see like a fantasy version of it. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm very excited to read this. And then finally, I picked up a book that I've seen Heather over at Aphrodite Reads talk about all the time, and I'm very excited about it ever since I first heard her mention it, and that is Lovely War by Julie Berry. This is a World War II story that is talking about a, not forbidden, but a doomed love that blooms during World War II, and it's told from the perspective of Aphrodite as she's trying to explain her actions to Mount Olympus, I believe, as to why she let these two humans fall in love even though it wasn't destined to end well. And I'm excited. I love, World War II is a really interesting point of history for me. I always find the historical fiction books set in World War II to be very fascinating. And I love the idea of adding in Greek mythology. This kind of reminds me a lot of 15 Dogs by Andre Alexis, which I talked about during my Do I Have That Book challenge, where it was the Greek gods in a modern, manipulating the world in a modern setting. And I'm excited to read this. I think it's going to be really sweet. I think I'm going to read it closer to Christmas time, winter time, or later on as it gets colder and stuff like that, because I think that'll be a good time to read it. But I'm very excited. So yeah, those are all the books that I picked up over the weekend, and the last couple of weekends, I guess. Now I think I will finish this vlog up. I'll start up again next weekend. I only have 2 more weeks of work at my full-time job that I've been doing all summer. So hopefully in the next few weeks I will be able to get my content up and steady again between filming and doing my vlogs. I think I'm going to start doing full-blown weekly vlogs, because once school starts up again, I will have some more interesting content, I think, and I'll have also a lot more time to read and vlog and have more things going on between schoolwork, reading, and then having time to do other things like my own hobbies. That'll definitely open up in the fall, and I'm really excited for it, so stay tuned for that, and I will let you guys know what's going on as soon as I have my final schedule and everything going on. Let me know what you guys want from me video-wise, if you want to keep it with a reading vlog and a regular video every week, or if you want me to switch it up a little bit, just let me know. If you have any preferences in the comments below. But if you guys enjoyed this vlog, I hope you guys will let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you've read any of the books that I just mentioned, please let me know your thoughts. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and please subscribe if you're new here. I put out new bookish videos every Monday and Friday. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye.